Hi, my name is Robert Brill. I'm a fibromyalgia researcher and PhD candidate in health psychology, and this is my fibromyalgia podcast series. Today I'd like to discuss fibromyalgia and the hypothalamus gland. It seems one possibility that explains the major malfunction in fibro is that the hypothalamus stops working correctly, and this leads to many other body systems working incorrectly. Subsequently, it seems like rest and sleep no longer do their job as the vicious cycle may begin. This can cause cognition issues, hormonal issues, immune system, metabolism, infectious, sleep issues, autonomic nervous system issues, and many other fibromyalgia symptoms. The perpetuating cycles can be overwhelming. The hormonal issues alone can cause nearly all of one's hormones to be out of whack, the most common being the thyroid, which can slow down the metabolism and contributes to the typical weight gain seen in fibro patients. Here, one may see other issues like frequent urination, cold and heat intolerances, cognitive issues, fatigue, other kinds of problems like that. The hypothalamus also controls the autonomic nervous system, which is often seen to have problems in fibromyalgia patients too. This is a difficult issue to target because testing is almost impossible, as are most fibromyalgia symptoms. But the autonomic nervous system controls automatic functions like blood pressure, sweating, respiration, circulation, salivation, urination, digestion, hormone production, and more, all problems with fibromyalgia. You can quickly see how getting your symptoms under control altogether and not individually can help you, at least in theory. But the cycles of fibro are still somewhat misunderstood today. It's hard to know what is affecting what, and what issues need to be addressed first. Treating the caboose is not helpful. The hypothalamus sends hormones to the pituitary, which controls the thyroid, adrenal glands, ovaries, and testes, and really monitors the hormone levels of all of these. Not to mention the hypothalamus regulates numerous other hormones like human growth hormone, prolactin, oxytocin, and since the hypothalamus directs each gland to manufacture their respective hormones, it's really responsible for the regulation of so many other hormones as well. So the perpetuating part of this process is that the hypothalamus can cause a cause and effect relationship with many other body systems, as do many other body systems with each other, and they can all suppress one another. So while you may be treating your thyroid effectively, it may not be enough in the big picture if you're not addressing the other 10 issues that are being affected by something else in your body. So it's important to address everything altogether. You cannot just treat 1 or 2 or 3 of your symptoms and expect to see major results. This is a major misconception in fibro, one that physicians still do not really realize. This is why you need to find a physician who understands fibromyalgia. So all these problems, and you will likely test normally in the lab. And I think this is one of the major reasons fibro is so difficult for medical professionals to understand. History has shown that when something is wrong, evidence will show it. And in the case of fibro, the evidence just isn't there. The important thing to keep in mind here is that you can control a large portion of this puzzle, and you need to control what you can, or you will feel worse. Figuring out what is the most wrong with your body is a great place to start, and treating those issues first, and treating those issues hard makes sense today, but not to ignore the other issues. I'm a big picture type of person. I do not think that most people are seeing the big picture when it comes to fibro as it stands. So equip yourself with as much knowledge as you can, and you'll be surprised how much better off you'll feel. Thanks.